today we're going to start things off a little different. I have this bag full of fortunes that I pulled from fortune cookies over the years, and I love fortune cookies. So look, I have tons of fortunes, right? So we're just going to take the one that fell out right there on the heart chakra card. And it says, you will soon receive help from an unexpected source. Can you see that? You will soon receive help from an unexpected source. And you can tell this kind of old because it's losing the color. It's a little dark. So we're going to sit there right there. That's going to be our overall message for today. So today we are tapping into the energy of the heart chakra. And as you can see, the beginning of the mantra for the heart chakra is I love. So let's see what the OG has to say to us about the energy of the heart chakra today. How can we bring more love into our life? How can we open up the heart chakra and expand its frequency in the energy of love? Let's see. Oh, I just said expand, and then we got the expansion card. How about that? So it says, educate your mind and your senses. And the way this looks to me, this is the earth. However, when I look at it and I read the card, I see this as expanding your mind, allowing spirit, allowing the Most High, allowing your higher self to help you expand your mind. And this is like making space, making room in your mind for more knowledge, more wisdom, more information, a new way of doing things. Like this is opening yourself up mentally, right? So I love that card came out. And that was confirmation because I had just said I love, right? So next we're going to go in with a card from the deck that I personalized. So let's see what we get. Give us one card today. I'm going to take the card that's on top. I thought I took these cards out of this deck. So, okay, I'm going to leave that for today, but I took all of the literal cards out of this deck. At least I thought I did. But middle back pain. So the reason I said that I'm going to keep it is because when you are expanding, so this is talking about the mind, but I'm going to read it as the heart in this instance. So when you are doing heart chakra work, when you are expanding your heart chakra, when you are inviting more love into your heart space, you will physically feel it in your back. You can physically feel a pain in the back, the center of your back, when you have been intentionally doing work on your heart chakra, right? That's what that card is going to mean for us today. That's how we're going to take that. And I feel like I want to move it over to the side. I hope it's still in the view of the camera. I have to mark on this table what's in view of camera and what's not, so I'll know how to lay the cards going forward. So let's see what else we have to say in regards to the heart chakra today. Connection that came out yesterday. We have oneness, love, interconnection, and support. So I feel like our heart chakra, as it is opening and expanding, it is connecting us energetically to people who operate from the heart frequency, people who operate on the heart frequency, right? So as we do work on the heart chakra and remove blockages, remove stagnant energy, remove the murkiness that clouds the heart space, as we continue to do that work, we're being connected to people who are on a similar frequency as us, a similar energetic frequency as us. Because if we look at this card, we'll see that it's in the shape of people, but it's their light body. It reminds me of the movie Soul, because that's who we are underneath this skin suit, right? So the more work that we do on our heart chakra, the more we connect to people who, where my feather at? The more work we do on our heart chakra, the more we connect to people who are also illuminated in their heart chakra space, right? Let's keep going. I want to keep these readings under 13 minutes. So let's see if I can do that without timing myself. I hope I can. Awakening. Oh, okay. So somebody might be having a heart chakra awakening here. It says awakening is the process of discovering your true self. And I like the way these two cards are similar in color, right? You see that? So maybe someone is discovering or rediscovering their true selves as they're going through this awakening, because you can go through levels. There's levels to this. Okay. So you can go through an awakening and then go through an awakening again 10 years later because you're awakening to another level, right? It doesn't happen for everybody at the same time. It happens in layers and it happens in waves. So it can happen. A part of your awakening can begin now, and then you reawaken 5 years from now because you start to integrate all of the information and all of the knowledge that you've learned and received on your journey, right? So the next card that we have is understanding. And it says understanding is the key to deep connections. What is okay, so connection. This message is definitely about it's tapping into us, it's tapping into what am I trying to say? The the more we awaken, the more we expand, the more we are enlightened, the more depth there is to us, right? When you are a person that has depth to you. And when I say depth, I mean you're not a surface level person. You're a person that, number one, has explored the depths within yourself. And going back to this card being about expanding the mind, you've expanded your mind because you're not afraid of the depth, of the deep. You're not afraid of going deep, right? And so the things that you see, the things that you learn, the information that you receive when you are during the expansion of your mind, the depth of that understanding can sometimes make you feel like you're not connected to people because you feel like people don't understand you. When you have a certain level of deepness to you or a certain level of depth to you, you feel kind of isolated and like you're out here on your own. But it's reminding you, this message is reminding you that there are people who are, if not on your level, they're at least on a heart frequency or a heart that's a similar heart vibration as you. And though you may not be able to see these people, you are connected to them. And I feel as though the more you continue expanding your mind and doing this work on your heart chakra, you will be connected to these people in the physical. It won't just be an energetic connection anymore. It'll actually start to show in your reality. These connections will start to reveal themselves in your reality. And so understanding is the key to deep connections. That's what the message of the card is. And so we have graduation, guru, intellect, fulfillment of, let me see what that says, fulfillment of mental goals. So this is a mental card again. Remember when I was referring to this card as the mind, this is a mental card as well. And what it's saying is that you've graduated from a certain level. Like I was saying earlier about the awakening and it happening in layers and in stages, you've graduated from a certain level, a certain place of understanding, and you've elevated to a new level of understanding. And it's kind of put you in a space where you have leveled up and become an intellect in certain areas. You know, you're like when you have an area of knowledge that you kind of mastered, you become a kind of like a guru in that area, right? So it's saying that the more you open your heart chakra, that's what I'm getting overall. The more you open your heart chakra, the more expansion that you do in your heart chakra space and in your mental space, it levels you up energetically. It levels you up energetically, and it, I'm hearing it changes your circle. It puts you around new people. It puts you in new spaces, new environments in front of, or you, when you level up, your environment levels up as well. If your environment is not leveling up, then that's what you can use to measure whether or not you have leveled up, right? And what I mean is, y'all, please forgive me for all this stuttering. It's like the message comes through faster than my mouth can speak. So I stutter when I'm giving these messages. And so I asked you to be patient with me, right? Okay. So but yeah, I'm getting this energy of a level up, a person who has leveled up in their knowledge and leveled up in their understanding, and it's connecting them in different spaces. Like what I was about to explain is that when you level up, your environment is going to be what is the barometer to measure whether or not you've leveled up, because the people that you surround yourself with are a reflection of you and where you are, right? So as you elevate, your environment elevates, your connections elevate, you graduate to a higher place, or you graduate to another level of intellect as your mind continues to expand. And it's moving you into a place of, this card is always to me like the card of stability in the home life. It can also represent generational wealth. It can represent inheritance. It can represent financial stability. So as you continue to grow and expand and level up and become like a guru in your area, in your expertise, and I know that you are, because you're tapped in. You have the High Priestess card here, and that's also a card of um spiritual insight, being able to tap in spiritually, and that's reflected here in this expansion card, expanding your mind. So I feel like I need one more card to bring everything together before I close out the message. Wild card. Oh wow, I feel like this card is like the card that says anything can happen. Anything can happen. The wild card is the card where you can use your intellect. You can use the expansion of your mind. You can use the connections that you've made as you've leveled up. You can use your deep understanding, your intuitive knowing, to create whatever it is that you see for yourself, whatever your vision is that you have for yourself, wherever your mind is, and as it relates to your life and what you want to manifest for yourself, you can create that. It's like you have a blank state here to create whatever it is that you are desiring. I don't like to use the word desire. Whatever it is that you are envisioning for yourself, you can create that. You have the wild card here. That means anything can happen. And also, when you have the wild card paired with the expansion card, the expanding of the mind, if you know, you know. Like if you're truly a high priestess, then you know that your mind is how you create from this blank state. How your mind is how you use this energy and create whatever it is, you know, that you're working on manifesting for yourself. It all starts in your mind. So it's because of the expansion of your mind that you have allowed your higher self to lead you to, and it's because of you doing the work on your heart chakra and doing the thing that you love. Remember, we started with that the beginning of that mantra being I love, you doing the things that you love. And then I also was reminded of this that we started off with, the what is it, the fortune card, the fortune from the fortune cookie. You will soon receive help from an unexpected source. That could also be this wild card. So we're going to put that there, and we're just going to stay open, allow whatever is meant to happen or meant to unfold with that. We're going to allow it to happen the way it's supposed to happen. And I feel like I'm going to go ahead and close this reading out.